Let's start by telling you that the situation in Tamil Nadu is now calm. Reports coming in from various cities and towns across the state say that protesters have started to disperse. Police are also holding back. But now is the time to find out who or what is behind what happened today in Tamil Nadu, especially in Chennai and Madurai. Who instigated the violence in a movement that had remained calm for almost a week, even when crowds swelled to several lakhs, especially when an ordinance for Jallikattu had already been passed and a bill was on the anvil.
From Marina Beach to Madurai, it was bedlam in Tamil Nadu. Police station attacked. Vehicles set on fire. Stones pelted, lathi charge. At the same place which saw a peaceful vigil for Jallikattu for 6 whole days, thousands gathered and stayed peaceful. So what changed suddenly? Why did the Makkal movement turn into an ugly orgy of arson and vandalism? A theory exists.
Why they show posters of Prabhakaran and Osama bin Laden and Hafiz Saeed? Why do they put chappals around Narendra Modi? What is Narendra Modi has been very sympathetic to them? Why is they doing this? This is the anti-national ISI financed agitation.
Reports of some disruptive elements infiltrating the movement had surfaced a few days ago.
சம்பந்தமே இல்லாத ஒரு விஷயம் நடந்துகிட்டு இருக்கு. என்னன்னா தேசிய கொடியை சுத்தி அதை கீழே போடுறது, தேசிய கொடியை மிதிக்கிறது, இந்தியாவை எங்களை வஞ்சித்து விட்டா இப்படி பேசுறது.
7 நாள் சார், நான் இங்க இருக்கிற 7 நாளும் ரொம்ப அருமையா ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் கையில இருக்கிற வரைக்கும் ரொம்ப பிரமாதமா போயிட்டு இருந்தது சார். வெறும் ஜல்லிக்கட்டுக்கு மட்டும் தான் சார் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் கஷ்டப்பட்டா.
My request to the student was please go back home safe, and they asked me to show the amendment which is signed and passed by the assembly. So once it reaches here, once a reputed IAS officer or a judge comes and shows that they are ready to leave.
Now with the Jallikattu bill passed by the Tamil Nadu Assembly, will the storm blow over? Will the troublemakers be called out and isolated? Will the people's movement be reclaimed from their clutches? Tamil Nadu and the rest of the country will certainly hope so. With Akshay Nath, Akshita Nandagopal, Ashish, Pramod Madhav and Rohini Swamy in Chennai, Bureau Report, India Today.
All those people who instigated today's violence should and will be called out. Joining us on 8 p.m. today is Dr. Subramanian Swamy, Rajya Sabha MP Satya Seelam, someone who has been associated with the movement for Jallikattu for several years now. He has also been a demonstrator in Delhi and in Tamil Nadu, and A. Saravanan, spokesperson of the DMK. But Dr. Swamy, I want to ask you first. You said anti-national elements were involved. Who are these people, sir?
Well, first of all, the black-shirted guys there called the Dravida Karagam, then the LTT supporters, whatever is left of the LTT, then the Naxalites, and the jihadi elements. These 4 were clearly present. They had posters, they were active, they raised slogans, they made slogans against India. They wanted a separate Tamil Nadu. The police reports are very clear on this.
Sir, how do you know of their affiliations? You say they are affiliated. This was backed by the ISI, also remnants of the LTT. How do you know of their affiliations?
Well, because I am a member of the parliament, a ruling party member of the Standing Committee on Defence, External Affairs. I have access to information for people who are in government who specialize in collecting such data.
So when the information was available to the government that such elements are infiltrating a movement which you would agree by and large was peaceful throughout the last week, was anything done to preempt what happened today?
Yes, they could have taken this decision that they took today, 2 days ago. See, after all, the main demand was already conceded. Now to say that, well, ill-informed comments like this is temporary. What is temporary? Ordinance is as good as a bill, except that it is not passed in the assembly. It awaits passing in 6 months' time. And the government had given a solemn commitment that they will, at the first opportunity, get it passed, and they did it today. All this was known, and if they are law-abiding people, they should have accepted the government word, but they did not. And instead had posters of Osama bin Laden, of ISI, Prabhakaran, of the LTT, etc., etc. All these objectionable things are going on. They are raising filthy slogans against the Union of India. All these are on record.
Do you think, Dr. Swamy, that this entire situation was mishandled by the state government? Like you said, what happened today could have been done 2 days ago when the ordinance was passed.
Yeah, in a sense, I can give them some grace marks by saying it's a new government and it's post-Jallikattu. But during the Jallikattu tenure, so many people from ISI were caught from Ramanathapuram, Madurai, Coimbatore, and the Jallikattu government didn't do anything at that time. This has slowly grown, and now it's a sizable number, and this has to be tackled with. And I'm glad that the police finally did what they did. I think they did a splendid job, because they have almost brought it under control today, and by tomorrow everything will be under control.
Okay, so the mishandling to an extent has taken place by this new government. Was there deliberate sabotage, and do you think there was a political element to the sabotage that was done?
Well, I think the people, it was originally a genuine movement because the first 2 days was very peaceful. Even that person who led it, that singer called Adi, he has now given out a video message which I think you have already broadcast, where he said that I'm quitting because the anti-national elements have taken over. And I see that Rajinikanth has also warned anti-national elements infiltrating it. And I think there's almost, the central government certainly is very concerned about it and has offered the state government all help, including sending CRP and BSF.
But my final question to you, Dr. Swamy, is about an element, something that you yourself said a few days ago, which also enraged a lot of people who were protesting at Marina and other places, where you used a Tamil word that suggested that rogues were a part of the demonstration, that these were scoundrels.
No. See, this is also one of these distortions which the LTT people specialize in, and the Dravida Kazhagam people specialize in. First of all, I was the one who went to the Supreme Court and gave a 23-page detailed written submission in the Jallikattu matter. I was there in the Supreme Court in 2009 also when the matter first came up. And I've been always for it. I come from Madurai, which is of course the home, almost the center of Jallikattu activity. But they made out that because there's a deep prejudice against me because they say I'm a Brahmin. And this has been a historical problem with them. And therefore they twisted what I said. What I said is that they are in Tamil Nadu, they are what I call as porkies. Porkies are really urchins and lawless elements. It's a derogatory term, but they twisted it around saying that I said all Tamils are porkies. That's typical of them. Nobody believed them, of course, but amongst themselves they have been raising. But
would that have inflamed passions further as well for people who are peacefully demonstrating?
Who was most supportive.
To be called scoundrels or rogues?
No. How can it? No, I didn't say demonstrators are rogues. At no place I said anything. In fact, the first thing was raised to me that what do you think of the demonstration? I said as long as peaceful, it's okay.
Okay.
But then the infiltration by these anti-national elements, yes, they are rogues. Whoever is anti-national is a rogue. That's definitional.
All right, Dr. Subramanian Swamy, thank you very much for joining us on 8 p.m. Now we already know that M.K. Stalin has asked for an inquiry today in the violence that started in Chennai, especially, and also other parts of Tamil Nadu. So who is behind this violence? We've got A. Saravanan, spokesperson of the DMK, with us, and Satya Seelam, who in fact has been associated for long with the Jallikattu movement. Satya, I want to ask you, because you have been the people who have been on the streets.
Yeah.
Almost a week you sat, there was no inflammatory slogan. What suddenly went wrong over the weekend?
So actually the moment this protest started on January 2nd at Jantar Mantar, when 8 people from Erode district, Jallikattu district came for a hunger strike unless the government will pass an bill or bring an ordinance to lift the ban of Jallikattu. So they were here till 6th, and on 8th of January there was a protest by the students and youths in Delhi. So government didn't listen to this at all, either the state government or the central government. So I think maybe because of that, the students and youths of Tamil Nadu, they have started the protest.
But were you ever carrying these LTT posters financed by the ISI?
No.
Where did all of this start?
Actually the protest was going on peacefully for 5 days till Friday. And the government has informed us that there will be an ordinance soon that will be passed by the state government. So the people who has invoked our protest, they have informed the students mob that there will be an ordinance. So they started spreading this news. Meanwhile, on Saturday, all of a sudden there were fringe group included among the students. So on Saturday and Sunday, a lot of people has included into the students.
So you're
group.
saying that deliberately there were people who infiltrated into this movement to make sure that things go out of hand?
Yeah, of course.
Who are these people?
We cannot identify those people because lot of youths and even the working people of the IT industry and even from government side, they have started the students movement at Marina, at Alanganallur, and a place called VOC Park at Coimbatore, and even in Delhi, Jantar Mantar.
So you're saying there was
Saturday.
political interference?
Yeah, might be, but we cannot say which party, who is from which party, or.
So let me ask you, Mr. Saravanan, who is responsible? Was there an effort to politicize a movement that was apolitical, avowedly apolitical? In fact, your party leader had been turned away from Marina, where people said we do not need an MK Stalin, we do not need anyone who is a politician with us. This is on us, our movement. So who muddied the waters
I
then?
just want to I first want to revert what Mr. Swamy has said with great respect to him. I think whatever he has said has come out of his fertile imagination, and he is hallucinating. Nothing of what he had said has happened in the state of Tamil Nadu. I don't know, he is, with great respect to him, again, I think he is the wet operations agent of the BJP, just to create, panic among the people in the state of Tamil Nadu, and as to create as though Tamil Nadu is a safe haven for all the, illegal elements. I totally deny that. Whatever he said is just to create panic and just to discredit the state of Tamil Nadu. Having said that, you said that Stalin was turned away. He was not turned away. He was cheered when he came there.
Wasn't he, Satya?
He went there not to...
Weren't the politicians turned away?
Not turned away. Politicians was turned away. But you were talking only about Mr. MK Stalin. He was cheered. He offered his support to the students. The DMK
that was not only MK Stalin.
We don't...
The student mob didn't allow any of the politicians to mingle with them.
I gave you the courtesy, not interfered with you, so allow me to talk.
It's not only Mr. Stalin.
I mean, I'm
It's
sorry.
not only Mr.
I'm sorry,
Stalin.
Mr. Saravanan, what you are saying is being discounted entirely by people
Yeah,
who
it was
have
not
been
only
a part
Mr.
of the
Stalin.
demonstration.
I'll have to put my
It
view
was not
across.
only Mr. Stalin.
Whatever discounted I have discounted my view. You may discount my view, but I have to record the fact what had happened.
But he was not cheered on. The politicians were turned away.
He was cheered. I can show you video proof how he was cheered. That's not the issue right now. The issue here now is the DMK never wanted to appropriate this moment. We gave due credit to the students. The victory was that of the students. But now
then if you
what
did
has
not-
happened,
No
I think the
military was-
entire blame. Let me finish, madam. The entire blame has to be on the state government. The police, as mindless brutality. We have videos which shows them setting fire to the vehicles.
And that
What can
should
the
be
police
investigated
do? If the
without a
government
doubt.
is
But
not-
then let me
if the
ask you,
gov-
Mr. Saravanan,
Yes,
if you
but
did not want to make
is
this
being clear. The
political,
government is behind
what
this.
was the
The
whole
government
point
is
of
behind
the
this.
march that the DMK conducted? If the students were already there at Marina, if they were there in Coimbatore, if they were there in Madurai, then why did the DMK try and jump into the fray? Because you wanted to make a quick point. Why?
No.
When you were told that you were not needed.
Let me explain. Yes, let me explain it to you. The Jallikattu movement did not start on the January 17th. It started much earlier. We gave representations from December
But sir,
25th.
that precious little
We had
Satya.
protest-
So-
let me complete. Let me complete.
No,
We
sir,
had
you
a protest
can't.
on
You
January
can't go
What,
on.
what was the then DMK
No, not
rule
on and on.
in
It is we who
2011,
started this
in
movement.
2009
It is
did
the DMK
when the
party.
bull was
It is the DMK party which
included
started
in the
movement.
non-performing and
It is our
non-taming
party
list
which
of
mobilized
the
public support for Jallikattu.
Ministry of.
Yes, sir.
What was the DMK party did when bull was included in the non-taming and non-performing animal list?
We conducted Jallikattu till 2014. It is
No.
only after the advent of the Modi government, Jallikattu was stopped.
It was all stopped because of the flaws during the DMK government. It was due to the
Yes,
flaws
that was
in
our
DMK
injustice,
government.
that was our
The DMK
experience.
government
We know how to
didn't
navigate.
raise their voice
We know
against
how to
this.
navigate.
When
We know how to get what
when
people
Central
want.
included the bull in the list
When
of
DMK was in power,
non-taming and
when
non-performing
DMK was in
animals,
power, Jallikattu happened.
DMK government
When
didn't
DMK
raise
was
their
in
voice.
power, Jallikattu happened. When DMK
Mr.
was in power,
Saravanan, let me
Jallikattu
ask you
happened.
this. For all of these
ADMK
years,
did not
for
allow
all
that
of
to
these
happen.
years, the bill that has been passed today, the ordinance that was passed earlier could have been done by you. In principle, since you agreed with Jallikattu, whether it should be performed or not is a separate debate altogether. In principle, you said you agreed with it. You sat on it for all of these years, and when an ordinance was passed, suddenly you decided to jump in. Why? Except to muddy waters.
This 2000. Yeah, 2009 we passed a bill. So, for your kind information, from 2011 DMK is not in power. It is the ADMK government which is in power from 2011. What have they done? After these protests, they are passing this amendment. Why did they not do this on January 1st? All these issues could not have sorted out. All this issue, all this uprising could have
Satya.
stopped. This innocent
So in
people now
2011 when the
targeted
ordinance
by
was
the police
passed,
could have
it didn't
stopped.
withstand for 2 days even. It was not withstand for 2 days because of the
Sir,
because
what are
it
you
didn't
talking?
contain the
What are you
signature of
talking?
the president.
2011,
It
what
was
happened?
only approved by
Who passed in 2011?
the then governor of Tamil Nadu, not by the then
do we know the
president
facts?
of India.
Do we know the facts? Do we know the facts?
Yeah.
Do we know the facts? 2011, what happened? 2011, no ordinance was passed by the DMK party. The bill was passed in 2009. The ordinance was passed, notification was issued by the Modi government in 2011, 2014. Sorry, 2016.
In
It was
2014, the
by
Supreme Court has given the verdict, not the Modi government again.
2016?
And-
Yes, 2016.
And it was during the
notification was issued.
DMK period, Mr. Jairam Ramesh, the then Minister of Environment and
We conducted the,
Forest,
we
he
conducted
has included the
Jallikattu.
bull.
What
And
did
the
Modi
DMK
government
didn't
do?
raise the voice
Hey,
against that.
What did the Modi government do? What did the Modi government do? We conducted Jallikattu.
No.
Because
Modi
of our efforts, Jallikattu
government
Mr.
was
happened.
not
Saravanan, my
against the
question to you
Supreme
is
Court
very
order.
simple.
That
When
was
things
issued in
could have been
2014.
resolved
Why is he
peacefully,
interfering?
when things
Why
could
is
have
he
been resolved
interfering?
peacefully, doesn't a political protest, which is led by the senior most of your party leaders, only tend to aggravate the situation? And this, when an ordinance has been passed and a bill is going to be passed, and you knew it.
And there was
I don't know. Hello, stop it, sir. Allow me to talk. The question is put to me. See, you are entirely twisting the facts. The blame should be on the ADMK party. We have been continuing this protest. In a democratic country,
I have a
everybody
question.
has a right to
This
protest.
this
Nobody
protest
can-
was
nobody can-
purely
Sir,
started
stop
by
it.
the students
Stop it,
and
I
youth
say.
of the Tamil Nadu.
Stop it, I say.
None
Allow
of the
me to talk.
political party has
After completing-
intervened into
after
this,
completion, you
and
stop.
those
After
political
my
leaders
arguments,
who
after
came
my
to
arguments, after my arguments, you
the
stop. After
we
my
have
arguments,
dried out
let
the
me
politicians
complete.
who
Let
came
me
to
complete.
mingle
Let me
with the
complete.
students.
Let me
And
complete.
now
Let me
the
complete.
each
Let
and
me
every
complete.
political
Let me
party
complete.
wants the
Let me
name of
complete.
benefit.
Let me complete. Let me complete. Allow me to talk. Allow me to talk. You are totally.
Sir, you've had
asking
more
me
than
the
enough
questions.
time. Why are you shouting down the man? At least listen to the point he has to make.
Yes.
See.
After all, these are the people who
Yeah,
are now
yeah,
forever going to be
you
called
can't- he can't
rioters
interfere when I'm
because
talking.
it was their
He can't
protest
interfere
which
when I'm
eventually
talking.
turned violent
He
and
can't
for no
interfere
fault of
when I'm
theirs.
talking. You should ask all these questions to the ADMK party. Why no ADMK representatives here? Why have we not called them?
Of course, we are going to pose the same
It
questions
was
to the
it was
ADMK as
passed by the
well.
ADMK
Yes,
party.
ask the
The ordinance was
ADMK
passed by the
representative.
ADMK party,
Why
so
this
they would
riots
have not come.
happened? Ask the ADMK representative.
See,
Why this riot has
there
happened?
was,
Okay, wait.
there was
We are
no
not in
political
power.
intervention till the ordinance was passed. all the political parties, they are taking the benefit once the ordinance has been passed on Saturday. So yesterday on Sunday, our reliable informations and our friends told that there were so many anti-national, I should not say it as anti-national, they are fringe elements that have intruded the students group in the name of youth and students, and they have started saying anti-national slogans and anti-government slogans. This has happened at Marina yesterday. That's why the police has decided to disappear the mob at Marina.
Okay.
This is what happened in the morning today.
And I think it's only fair that now you've asked for a probe, and there should be a detailed probe, and whoever is responsible for what happened over the weekend, an effort to try and vitiate the situation resulting in that violence across Tamil Nadu. Today, we certainly hope that an impartial inquiry will call out all of those people. For now, thank you very much, Mr. A. Saravanan and Satya Seelam, for joining us on 8 p.m. This is going to be our top focus through the rest of India Today Prime Time. Quick break now. India First coming up next.